आयनी अणजम्मी तीनों.
So there is another episode of Watno Dur and I'm again covering a press conference. There is a generic announcement about a great venture between MoneyGram and Bharatiya Post, like India Post. So I have Alex Lefty with me from Canada Post. She's general manager from consumer products in Canada Post. So I will talking to her about this venture, how she's feeling about this venture. So very welcome.
Hi.
First of all, I would like to tell you that you're looking amazing, right?
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
So the first thing I would like to ask about that, how you feel about this venture. This is a venture between MoneyGram and you're already a partner with them. So now they're expanding in India with the Bharatiya Post, like Indian Post. So how do you feel about this venture?
Well, we at Canada Post are absolutely delighted, and we're delighted on behalf of Canadians, our customer base. So Canadians come to Canada Post to send, whether it's a card, whether it's a parcel, whether it's money that they want to send abroad. That's why they're coming to Canada Post, because it's convenient, it's safe, they know it. But what's really important, especially when they're transferring funds that are so important, they've worked so hard to gather enough money to send money to loved ones, to families, to friends. What's really important to them is that it's safe and that it gets there and that their relatives and loved ones can access it. So we're delighted because this partnership that MoneyGram and India Post have, that's going to make it that much more accessible for Canadians to send and receive money abroad.
So one thing here, like there's already lots of ventures with every companies. Like now MoneyGram is with Indian Post, right? So the flow of transactions would be increasing because this will be more accessible in India, right? So the problem I'm just asking about, I know you will be working very efficiently. So is Canada Post ready to take the burden because maybe in coming days the transaction amount will be increasing? So Canada Post ready to get the extra burden?
Absolutely. So right now, in general, to put it in perspective, we send about 1.3 million transfers of money abroad. So and if we look here in Toronto, for example, in this area, there's about over 20,000 a year that go over to India. We're delighted to see that expand. So MoneyGram is available at all Canada Post outlets. So over 6,000 Canada Post outlets. You can go to MoneyGram, and we know Canadians want to because over 4,900 of them are being used. So they've seen MoneyGram transactions. So we're ready. We're excited, and you know, any Canada Post outlet will be there to welcome new customers in and show them how MoneyGram works and how to send abroad.
So apart from MoneyGram, what are the new plans or something new coming from Canada Post or not?
Well, we've got a lot of new things. We've got new things in the retail. When you go into a Canada Post store, we have new things online, like our electronic billing solution. We're evolving a lot in the services that we offer to Canadians, because we know Canadians are evolving. If you look at Stats Can, for example, they're saying 20 years from now, 1 out of 4 Canadians won't have been born in Canada, and 3/4 of the population, English and French won't be their first language. We can see that Canadians are changing, so we're doing things differently. So for example, in the fall we had a new series of ethnic stamps that we introduced with picture postage, and we had one for Diwali, for example. So we recognize that Canadians, the landscape are changing, and lots of people are going online, for example, for different products, and we're going to be there and evolve our offering, because at the end of the day, we're about sending and receiving to people in Canada and abroad.
So in the last, what do you want to say to the people who are watching us, because these are most of Punjabis, most of Indian people watching us? Any message from your side to our audience?
So my message would be to think of Canada Post when you want to send your financial transactions abroad. We've got a great partnership here with MoneyGram, and we're delighted when MoneyGram has then partnerships with others. We've got a lot of new products and services that are really going to meet people's needs, everybody's needs here in Canada.
So thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, all you people watching out there, we are covering a press conference by MoneyGram, and now I have Harsh Lamba, Senior Regional Director for MoneyGram with us. We'll ask some questions to him about MoneyGram and this new venture. Very welcome to Canada.
Thank you very much.
So first of all, I want to ask you one thing that like people will be here interviewing you all the day, and people out there will be watching every interview on the TV channel. But I will be asking some different questions. First question, that there are a lot of players in the market, right? So why we prefer MoneyGram? Why the people watching us will prefer MoneyGram?
Well, there are quite a few reasons. The first one is that the consumer is at the core of everything that we do. At MoneyGram, our vision is to be the preferred choice for consumers to send and receive money. And so we try and offer more convenience. And that's the reason why we're here to tell everybody about India Post. We tell everybody we're reliable. We are instant in terms of a 10-minute service. And we're economical. In fact, we have very low fees. And we're very competitive in terms of the FX that's available among the different players.
So there is another thing. There is some other agents, small players. They call it Hawala agents in our regional language. So what about that? Is it better to use legal ways or MoneyGram or big players, or people are normally using these Hawala things? What do you want to say about that thing?
Well, the message is clear. Hawala and Hundi doesn't help anybody. It hurts the people, it hurts the economy, it hurts the countries, it hurts society. And I would encourage everybody to use legal services like MoneyGram to send money home. We're instant. It's a matter of trust for us. We're building customers' trust day in and day out. And I would encourage people not to use Hawala, not to use Hundi, but to use legal services like MoneyGram to send money home to the loved ones.
So a normal generic question, like you are expanding, now you are with India Post. So there's a lot of more flow of transactions will be increasing. There will be tremendous people because now you will be accessible in the far rural areas as well. So is MoneyGram ready to take the burden or everything?
Well, it's not a burden meet. It's actually a reason of being. We are one of the largest players. We are a global player. We're in 192 countries, and we have 267,000 locations already. And we're adding to this convenience day in, day out. So working with esteemed partners like Canada Post, working with esteemed partners like India Post, only allows us to deliver greater value. And trust me, it's no burden. We'd love to offer more services to our consumers.
More business, more good.
No, and I think more than a business, it's also service to the community. I've met a lot of Indians who are here, some 20 years, some 2 years. They're all doing hard work, living away from their families and sending money home to their loved ones. So we want to be there, offer them peace of mind to make sure that the loved ones at home get money absolutely reliably, economically, and in a fast environment.
So one thing more I want to ask about you about today about MoneyGram. Like, it has been announcing new ventures. So what next? Like already you have a venture with Canada Post. Now you are with India Post as well. So what next?
Well, again, we want to tell consumers here that we're already with the State Bank of India, which is the largest bank in India. We've started with 100 locations offering the MoneyGram service. We're already with Punjab National Bank, and Punjab National Bank has so many locations in Punjab. In any of the 5,500 plus locations of Punjab National Bank, you can receive your MoneyGram money transfers. We're with 30 plus banks all across India. So we're working very hard to meet the needs of our consumers, both overseas, where the diaspora is, and in India.
So Mr. Lamba, at the last, what do you want to say to our audience who are basically Indians, South Asians I can say, because they know Hindi as well. So I want a few words in Hindi to the audience.
मैं तो सबसे पहले इनफैक्ट सबको विश करना चाहूँगा हैप्पी होली. This is my first visit in Canada, and I'm here on this day, and I'm absolutely loving it because I'm with the community here. And I'd like to tell everybody to experience MoneyGram. In fact, to take that first step, to find out more about MoneyGram, walk into any of our locations here, any of the 6,000 plus locations that we have, and send money home to their loved ones. We will make sure that the loved ones get the money very fast, very easy.
Thank you very much.
My name is Neeta Basim. I'm visual advertising and
Very happy Holi, like Neeta said, and a lot of other things to celebrate today. I think we chose a good day. We are very happy to be here today. I would like to introduce Mr. Harsh Namba, who's visiting from India. He's our Senior Regional Director for South Asia, and he is our guest today, and he would like to tell you a little bit more about why we are here today.
Yes, happy Holi to everybody. This is indeed an auspicious day. I mean, a lot of things happening here, a lot of good things happening here. And thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules to join us for this evening today, because there is a lot to say here. And I have a small presentation, but bigger than the presentation is just the powerful impact of standing here in the same room with all of you, because I come from the other side, I come from the receive side. So all the hard work that you do here, our agent partners, the community, the media, we try and deliver on that side. And I think that's a powerful message that we want to send out to the community here. And not only that, but this is my first visit into Canada, and hopefully with all your support, all your good wishes, I want to keep coming back into this beautiful country and keep spreading the good word about MoneyGram. So thank you very much for being here with us today. I also want to thank Ms. Alice Lafferty, GM Consumer Business of Canada Post, for being with us here today, taking time out of a busy schedule, because this is a big announcement for us here today in the evening. Also want to point out that we have Rick Burns, who is our VP Strategic Accounts with us, as well as Pete Ozer, who's VP of Retail out of the US. So very, very focused on the Canada business here, and we want to make sure that we connect all the dots, both from the send and the receive perspective, so that we deliver value to our consumers. And when I say that, when you think about that, we all try and connect our customers, both the people working here or any of the 192 countries. And I believe that if we ourselves connect, we can deliver greater, bigger value to our consumers. I already mentioned India is the largest remittance market in the world. And another fact is that 54% of India's population is below the age of 25. We're a very young, dynamic country. And a lot of young people are looking at opportunities, not only across the next town, but across borders. There are so many international airports being opened up. There's so many airlines coming into India and flights taking off. And these people will look at North America, will look at the US, will look at Canada.
But first, we're very excited to be here. Happy Holi to everyone. And we have almost 6,200 locations across Canada with the Canada Post location. They're a relationship. They're a very, very trusted brand, and we are very privileged to have that relationship. And we've been growing our business together for many years now, and have grown to offer a service across all of Canada in all locations. So we're very excited about that. It's a very strong relationship.
For Canadians, really, who want to send money abroad. So a little bit about Canada Post. I mean, everyone knows Canada Post and the brand, and we are very happy to have MoneyGram in our portfolio, because it might be for their families, it might be for their friends, or maybe they just arrived here and it's their family sending it to them to help them get established. Or maybe another example, I know someone was sending to a university student who was in London, and the glowing, the pride that parent had in telling us that they're sending it to their daughter who's abroad, and you hear the whole story.